We've now arrived at roles played in groups, and this has got some quite major differences, which we'll see in a moment. And there's the magic word, start. This has got three categories: difficult group members, who am I in groups, and building my team. We start with the difficult group members, and this is where you think back through all the groups you've ever been in. Do you remember those PD groups in your level 4 and various other situations you may have been in? Your family's a group, isn't it? Your childhood family. Did they leave you irritated, stressed, exhausted, frightened, angry, or I want out? And so we've got people like dance round me. Now, the first thing you notice is at this stage, we started putting a few guidelines on the back of the card. You can have the backs on or off, okay? Do you see down here, it says show card backs. If I click it off, you just see the front. And what you can do is, this is Dance Round Me, the maypole. I expect you to meet all my demands, however inconvenient to you. And if your client thinks, can you explain that a bit more? You can say, hang on, let's see what the back of the card says. Click down here, bring it up. This person always wants their own way. They want you to make their demands a priority, which is often costly for you. Your needs are not important to them. They can be very controlling in a group. And they think, oh, yes, I know exactly who that was. They leave me so stressed. And then you pop that up to stressed. Okay. The queen bee is similar, and the arranger. And I'll take the back off just for now. Someone who keeps the microphone. I love to hold court and make it all about me. And they can be irritating because they don't bring anyone else in. They don't let anyone else have a say. The police. I'm keeping my eye on you in case you break the law. Someone who's always putting you straight and telling you what the rules are quite exhausting. Yeah. Like the job's worth, you can't do that without permission, and so on. People, we've got the gossip in the group. We've got a very busy person. Thinks this is a work situation. This works very well with the office group, the backstabber, the constant checker, the bully boss, people who drain you, and so it goes on. And they get quite serious, actually. This one, the destroyer, I undermine, humiliate, and crush people. And very often I want out, don't want to be in that relationship. The deceiver can make me quite frightened, maybe, angry maybe. There's been situations I've been in where to challenge the leaders was not allowed. And that makes me a bit scared, really. To challenge authority, to challenge a leadership could put you in a very vulnerable position, especially if the leadership rewrites history, leaving out key details that might leave them in a bad light. And that would make me angry. Shoot my bullets. I've been put in that position sometimes. I get you to say the difficult things I should be saying. That makes me angry as well when I think about it. So we've got all these different people for you to have a look at and think about. So if we go back to the menu here, I will have a look at what has happened to me as a result of difficult groups. And we have three options here. I feel this strongly. I feel this a bit. I don't feel this at all. So for some people, when we have been hurt and shamed in a group, it can be hard to feel safe again. We want to be invisible, to curl up and disappear. And sadly, this only tends to bring more attention to us. Working through past issues and restoring self-worth can help build confidence. I think this is a very useful tool. If any of you are tutors on level 4, this can be a very, very helpful set of cards. And I've had a number of students on my level 4 courses who have absolutely hated any group activities at all. And I've also had people who are self-disqualifiers, whether we call it imposter syndrome or low self-worth. Success can be hard for some to handle. Exploring the message we give ourselves and tracing its roots can help us begin to value and believe in ourselves more, and so on. We've got the perfectionists. We've got some that have got a little bit of CBT in this set. You've got the overthinker, I make mountains out of molehills, the catastrophizer, the mind reader, and so on. You'll recognize in some of those CBT elements. And then I've worked with a number of people who were really damaged by groups. I will never be hurt by a group again. Why did I let it happen? I should have stood up to them. I feel foolish, torn apart. I need to leave this group. It's really toxic to me, but it feels devastating. And then you get people who leave the group and cut themselves off without any contact details or anything at all. And so you have this is what has happened as a result of all the blue cards and other things that have happened in groups, the abuse we've experienced, the power of a group that where we felt dominated by a group, and what has happened to us. If we go back to the menu here, we can think about, where do I go from here? What life, it can be very difficult to not have any group in your life at all, whether it's your office group, your spiritual community, your church or something like that, whether it's your neighbors, whether it's your adult family. Who do we need? Who have I got in my team already? Who do I need to add to my team? And who am I to others? Are three really important questions. Well, of course, everybody needs a therapist, don't they? I'm just taking the backs off for speed now. We need good listeners. Who do I have in my team already? People we can laugh with. Do you have that? Who am I to others? I laugh. I'm a good listener. Sorry, I'm slipping with my mouse here. I think I'm a good cheerleader. I hope I'm a radiator. And who are my cheerleaders? Yeah, I do have cheerleaders. Chris is a phenomenal cheerleader for me. Wisdom, anchors, spiritual encouragers, rocks, and so on. And what can happen sometimes when you're working with a client, who am I to others, is full. Loads of cards. But then when they find that they don't get many laughs anymore, they listen to everyone else, but who listens to them? People that they can really depend on. And this can bring a lot out of the resourcing that clients need as they go through therapy. I know they don't fall off trees, but it is nice for them to think about, who do I want in my team? So that is the roles played in groups. And again, you can take a picture of it, change the mode, remember, drops it down so that you can see in that format what it looks like. The next one is understanding attachment. This is the most recent set of cards that I've done. In this, it's all one character, but we're working with emotions on the attachment cards. So the main character appears in all the cards wearing different tops in different situations. And we've used some of the inside out colours here. So blue is sad, red is angry, purple is fearful, and so on. Here you can focus just on the secure cards, secure attachment, ambivalent attachment, avoidant, or disorganized. Just for the sake of speed, I'm going to use all the cards at once. And there you'll find, just like they were in roles played in families, they're all listed at the bottom. So you can look at secure, ambivalent, avoidant, and disorganized. And we'll have a look. And again, we've got, I experience this often. I did experience it. I didn't experience this. This would be something I needed that I didn't get. And me now can be quite interesting, allowing for us to have changed since childhood. Again, we've got messages on the back that explain it more. I will take those off for speed, just for ease of watching. Did I experience care that was consistent and calm? Sometimes I did. Strong, soft, and sensitive. This would be my mum, I think. Laughter, love, and light. I can't say I never experienced that at all. This is the starting point of all the cards, really, whether you're secure, avoidant, or ambivalent. How were you treated when you were very tiny? And the baby in the cot is crucial to attachment theory. And this message, the core message, I come when you call. Now, I did experience it often. I think I was attended to very much as a child. Things got more difficult as I got a bit older. Love was given freely. I did have a lot of that. I value and can name and express my emotions. Somehow I think that happened, and I carry home in my heart. Yeah, I had that. For me, life gets most interesting when I go to the ambivalent ones, though, possibly to do with the fact I was hospitalized, that there were times when nobody came because I was in hospital. And so that early beginning, I may come, but I might not, generated that insecurity in me. I found life very unpredictable. Now, this, I experienced that often because mum and dad were both very moody, and I just didn't know what I was going to find when I got home from school and things like that. The unpredictableness of my early years was very difficult. I was constantly learning to read the room. And if somebody said, well, what does that mean? What it means is I'm hypervigilant, my mind is scanning, my body is scanning, I'm watching, listening, stomach in a knot. Am I okay? Are they okay? Is everything okay? And I still have, I would say, that is still me now. It carries on going through self-doubt and wanting to be invisible. Don't leave me, don't leave me. The consuming anxiety of dependent attachment, my fear of being abandoned, creates difficulties in my relationships. I need constant reassurance. I can be very clingy and needy. Sometimes they love me not. My brain is wired for insecurity and self-doubt. I know I need constant reassurance, which is wearing. I know I put my relationships under strain. Avoidant attachment. We can be bits of all the attachment styles. Do remember that. So you may find different coloured cards go up as well. The core message. Did I get that sometimes? Don't be a nuisance, get a grip. Oh, yeah, I did get that message. Don't be a nuisance was there. No room for me. The more ill my mother got, the less room I felt I could take up. She was quadriplegic. I had elements of adapting to mum's illness and dad's anger, and actually beginning to develop that I'm better if I work things out on my own, because mum's needs are colossal and dad is very difficult to go to. So you'll find each client has a different story. These can come through as you work with the cards. Disorganized attachment. There were elements of rage that I would say that was there with my dad. It really was. I've got to put it in often if I'm honest. I don't think I had cruelty. I experienced them being frightened when I was ill, that's for sure. I wasn't abused. I wasn't neglected. I didn't have poor focus at school and things like that. I did feel alone sometimes. And I think most of us can feel a sense of some of our experiences we feel on our own. I think most of the world that we work in as counsellors, that sense, I definitely feel shame. Definitely had that there. Definitely felt on my own. We've got two columns there. Do you see that? It's good, that, isn't it? But I really wouldn't say I had disorganized attachment, but elements of it can generate conversations with your client. This is all about self-awareness, working out why life doesn't work very often for our clients, to help them have a look through the cards and see, remember, change mode drops them down, where the dominant is. For me, I would say it was a mixture of quite a few bits, really. I have a lot to be thankful for, but I have a lot that I found extremely hard.